Ever get the feeling that maybe some knowledge is just too powerful?
Oh, yeah.
Like there are things humans just aren't meant to know.
Right. Like some doors are better left closed.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we're looking at today.
Mm.
Wrestling with this idea of knowledge and where it leads us.
To the good or to the bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially knowledge that, seems good at first glance.
Oh, absolutely. It's deceptive, isn't it?
It is. And to dive into this, we're going to be talking about Ramel.
Ah, Ramil. Now there's a figure who embodies this whole dilemma.
Right, like powerful knowledge, but maybe not the best kind.
Yeah, you see, in the Book of Enoch, he's linked to this thunder of God.
Okay, so storms, weather, that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, you could say that, but it's more than just like earthly storms.
I see. More symbolic.
It's about divine mysteries, cosmology, the workings of the heavens.
Wow. So like deep cosmic stuff.
Exactly. Like a cosmic teacher gone rogue, almost.
And I think that's fascinating how this idea of forbidden knowledge, from powerful beings, it shows up all over the place.
Oh, it's everywhere. You just have to look for it. Take ancient myths, for example.
Okay, I'm thinking like Zeus, Thor.
Yeah. Zeus, but also figures like Marduk in Babylon,
Oh,
Baal in Canaan, Nut in Egypt, Jupiter in Rome, all powerful deities.
right. And all connected to the sky, stars, weather.
Exactly. The things ancient people wanted to understand desperately.
Because they wanted control over it all.
Yeah.
Like good harvest, protection from storms.
They craved that control, so they worshipped these gods, hoping to gain some kind of power over those things.
Okay, but are you saying that wanting to understand the weather is a bad thing? Like, we do it all the time now.
I mean, we're obsessed with weather apps.
It's not about the weather itself. It's about the motivation,
Behind our pursuit of knowledge.
Okay.
Think about it. We have incredibly accurate weather prediction models now.
Yeah, it's amazing. Saved my skin a few times.
Right. Super useful. But it also changes our relationship with God's providence.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, instead of praying for safety during a storm, we check an app.
Putting our faith in technology instead of God. Never thought of it like that.
It's a subtle shift, but it can lead us away from acknowledging God's power.
His authority over creation.
Exactly. And it goes even further with things like weather modification.
You mean like actually trying to control the weather?
Uh,
Isn't that kind of playing God?
Well, it raises some serious questions for sure. Take China's cloud seeding program. They're manipulating rainfall, trying to control the weather for their own benefit.
But hold on, doesn't Genesis 1:28 say that God gave mankind dominion over the earth?
Right.
Wouldn't controlling the weather fall under that?
That's a great question, and one that, theologians have debated for centuries.
I bet.
It's important to remember the context of Genesis 1:28. Dominion isn't about exploitation or domination,
Right.
but about stewardship. Caring for creation, not controlling it for selfish gain.
Okay, so maybe the issue isn't the knowledge itself, but how we use it.
You got it.
Are we trying to partner with God or replace him?
That's the heart of it. Are we pursuing knowledge to draw closer to God? Or are we seeking to become like God ourselves?
Just like Adam and Eve in the garden.
Exactly, wanting that knowledge of good and evil. And look how that turned out.
Not great. So how do we stay on the right path? How do we pursue knowledge in a way that, honors God?
Well, remembering that all knowledge comes from God.
He is the source.
Proverbs 2:6 says, "For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding."
Beautiful.
We should seek knowledge with humility, recognizing that we're finite beings trying to grasp the infinite.
And always keeping in mind that our ultimate goal is to glorify God, not ourselves.
Absolutely. We can use our understanding of the natural world to marvel at his power, his wisdom.
His creativity.
Yeah. Weather forecasting, for example, can help us prepare for storms, protect those who are vulnerable.
That's a great point. So next time we check the weather app, maybe we should also say a prayer of thanks.
For the technology, the minds that created it.
Exactly. And maybe also pray for wisdom to use that knowledge responsibly.
In a way that honors God.
Cares for his creation.
Amen to that.
That's a great challenge for all of us. Thanks for joining us today. May God bless you and keep you on the path of truth.
And discernment.
Yes, discernment.